Welcome, my friends. Allow yourself to take a pause, breathe, and center into the moment. Whether it's your first time or you're returning, this is a practice of conscious cultivation. We're allowing ourselves to move into creating a space to connect with the creative presence within self. As we settle into stillness, we begin to influence the outer experience of life from the inside out. Again, allow yourself to take another breath in, giving yourself permission to be fully present, nowhere else to be, nothing to accomplish or to solve, but just to be present for this moment, for self, fully present. Our reflection today is the inner creative womb of new beginnings. We often think of silence as the absence of sound. Yet silence has never depended upon the world becoming quiet. Silence, it's something we enter into. It's always been present, always available, always here, now, within. Patiently waiting beneath the constant movement of chatter of the mind, of the thoughts. The conditioned mind is beautifully designed to protect us. It evaluates, plans, compares, anticipates, continually asking, am I safe? Or what needs my attention? And these are among its many gifts. Yet when this activity becomes constant, it can become so familiar that we mistake it for the whole of who we are. There comes a gentle moment along every spiritual journey when the mind begins to relax its constant vigilance and awareness naturally expands. We begin noticing the greater landscape of life, the true reality within and behind all that is. A deeper peace, a quiet wisdom, a loving presence that has never been absent. Perhaps silence is not empty after all. Perhaps it is the creative womb of every new beginning. Just as every seed quietly germinates beneath the soil before reaching toward the light, every new expression of life is first conceived within the stillness of awareness. Before peace is expressed, it is experienced. Before love is shared, it is remembered. Before a new life is demonstrated, it is first embraced within self. Silence becomes a sacred meeting place, a place where awareness gently recognizes the stories that have been repeated, the beliefs that have quietly taken root, the emotions patiently waiting to be acknowledged, and not to define self, but to be lovingly transformed, moved through, released. The silence of awareness never judges what it reveals. It simply allows greater clarity. And within that clarity, awareness becomes free to choose again, anew. Words plant the seed. Feeling nourishes it. And silence then becomes the creative womb where new life quietly takes root. And our embodiment, being the frequency, allows it to bear fruit. There is another beautiful gift waiting within the silence. Communication. Many enter into the silence believing it is a place to speak with or usually at life. Yet there comes a gentle realization that it's always been a two-way conversation. The question is no longer, is life speaking? The question quietly becomes, has awareness become still enough to listen? Sometimes the answer comes as a feeling. Sometimes as quiet clarity. Sometimes as an inner knowing, requiring no explanation. Sometimes it is simply peace. Perhaps this is the great remembering, not becoming someone new, not searching for what has been missing, simply remembering the peace, the wisdom, the love, the wholeness that has always been present. Let's take another breath in. And releasing. Releasing. Maybe feel that breath moving through the body, assisting in the releasing of tension. Breathing in with the realization of breathing in a breath of awareness, the presence, the peace. Recognizing and knowing that on the inner realm of self, in the stillness, we're tapping our own inner creative center, greater self. In that creative center, in this perfect stillness, we know that our attention is being acted upon in this inner realm of self. As we're in this inner space of conscious awareness, stillness, allowing any overthinking to drift away like clouds on a breeze. Dissipating. Allow these questions to gently open the awareness. What has the silence gently invited awareness to recognize today? What thought, belief, or emotional pattern is ready to be released with compassion? What quality of being is naturally asking to be cultivated, moving forward? Again, taking another breath in deeply. No need to search for the answers. Just allow a forward movement of awareness as we're continually tapping into the deeper creative center of self. Noticing that it is through stillness that we come to consciously shape not just the inner, but the outer experience of our lives. And that this moment of attention and awareness is being acted upon the creative essence within this creative womb, this realm, this space that we find ourselves in. Allow these seed thoughts to become more than words. There's nothing to overanalyze here, nothing to force, nothing to become. Just allow. And simply receive. Allow yourself to feel into these seed thoughts. And gently notice what begins to awaken within self. I welcome the silence as a sacred place of remembering. peace is always available within self. As the conditioned mind relaxes, awareness naturally expands. I lovingly release the stories that no longer reflect my true nature. Words plant the seed. Feeling nourishes it. Silence lovingly receives it. This creative medium responds to the quality of awareness I consistently cultivate. I trust the quiet unfoldment of life. I am remembering the peace, wisdom, love, and wholeness that have always been present. Taking another breath in. Allowing yourself to shift and move and stretch. And feeling to the blessing of the moment. The realized peace in this self-pausing, self-reflection, this movement toward conscious creation. And as the day unfolds, my friend, return often to the silence within. There's no need to force an experience or search for an answer. Just simply pause, breathe, and remember. Every moment awareness returns to peace. A new pattern is gently cultivated within the Yin-Mind. Trust the quiet work taking place beneath the surface, just as every seed unfolds according to its own nature. So too does every seed thought, lovingly received and consistently embodied, begin to shift and transform not just the inner realm of self, but the outer expressed experience of one's life in day-to-day living. Allow yourself to feel into gratitude and the blessing of our own awakening and awareness arising in the moment, and even more expanded in the days to come. Friends, may life and may love show up in each and every new interaction for you. Blessings, blessings, until we meet again. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.